What's up, guys? I have Derrian Perry in the hot seat today.
First off, my seat is not that high.
Straight. You were in Houston, ATL. You're working in LA. You're working in New York. That's a lot. How do you do that? Personal life, business life, how do you keep it up?
Just wanting to be better and wanting to be great and not putting limitations on my life and on who I am and what I can do. We have 24 hours in a day. What I do with that 24 hours ultimately sets my future up. Exactly. So I can choose to say I can't do it, or I can choose to try.
Like, what exactly does Phreshy do?
Get the job done.
Right.
Seriously, I'm a publicist first. With being a publicist, I have so many different jobs. Some days I'm an accountant for my client. Some days I'm a personal stylist for my client. Some days I'm a bodyguard for my client.
Right, it's all about the client.
It's just all about the client, and so my goal is always to keep my clients great in the public light.
How long have you been in the industry?
In the industry, I've been doing this for over 10 years. And I've been doing it for a long time. Professionally and with the title, I've been doing it for 2 years.
Right. I know that I struggled a lot with the transition from corporate American. I know that everybody else struggles with that. Living your dreams are working the 9 to 5 just to stay afloat financially and for so many other reasons. What was your breaking point?
My final breaking point, was being hospitalized for exhaustion. And
I didn't know that.
Losing my job, a job that I had never missed a day of.
So you were hospitalized and you lost your job in the process of recovery.
I lost my job in the process of within 2 days being in the hospital because I was told that I became a liability to the company I was working for. And it was then, it was then that I was like, okay, well, I have to do something different. So I remember going in and turning my keys, and that same day, I got a call from BET. And
we always know that I call from BET.
Got a call from BET, and I missed the call, and they was like, this is such and such for BET. I have an opportunity for you. You were referred by such and such and such. Mind you, the person who referred me, I had never worked for this person or with this person. She just always watched me, and I looked up to her growing up. She used to work on a local radio station, and so I was like one of her biggest fans, and so she never really knew what I did. She just followed me on social media, and she referred me to a job, and it ended up being a special for being Mary Jane, and I ended up being the stylist for that, and so kind of
one thing led to another,
and I'm here.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how competitive would you say this industry is as far as what you do in your field of work and all of the titles that you carry?
On the scale of 1 to 10, I would say 1 million. And
is it really that stressful working for these celebs?
And it's not even just celebs. It's in general, and it's regular people. It's not really the job itself. It's everything that comes along with the job.
So working with so many people, I'll just say people in general, over the years, what was the biggest highlight for you?
The biggest highlight, I think,
or the most inspiring celebrity or person that you met throughout this journey up until now?
Honestly, I think we've all grown up looking and watching the Bad Boy Empire grow. We've all watched Diddy. Meeting him was one, and then being able to do work for his son. I think that's one of the biggest blessings that's ever happened to my career and to my life, honestly. It's crazy. It's one thing to work for them, but it's one thing to witness how humble and how hungry they are, even with all of the success and all of the fame. And so I think that's one of the most prominent moments in my career.
Who inspires you on a daily or from time to time?
Just being able to do what people say you can't do. There are people who I look at their careers and I'm like, oh my gosh, wow.
They open these doors for me.
And I can't wait to be as great as them. So you do have those aha moments. And for me, it's a lot of normal people. Like I have this one friend, her name is Latoya Lemon. She actually helped me figure out that what I was doing was PR, not intentionally, but just being able to work for her on assignments. My boss now, Patience, she inspires me, just her grind, and we have similar stories of starting off as Stylist, going into the PR business, and my clients inspire me.
Right.
Them believing in me that I can elevate their brands.
Right. Right. That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and when you trust someone with something as far as your life and the way that the world sees you, I have no choice but to be inspired
when you said
by that. So my clients inspire me.
So we've seen you work with Cardi B. We've seen you work with Solange. We've seen you work with Bad Boy. What's next? Who do you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet? Who, if you could tell that person on camera, like right now, look, I want to work with you. Let's do it. Who would that person be?
Who do I want to work with or for that I have not worked with yet?
Let's just manifest it. Who will you work with in 2018?
In 2018, I will be working with Beyonce, Giselle.
There we go. That's all we needed. Just know that I want another interview after you work with B.
Technically, I kind of already worked for her.
Tell us about that moment.
I'm in the Blow video.
You are in the Blow video. I remember that.
I was once a Be Good ambassador. So yeah, technically I kind of, but not in the aspect that I want to work for.
Right, like side by side. Right.
That's who I can honestly say I want to work for.
Great. It's been great talking to you. I'm so happy for you, friend. I really am.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Of course. And that's a wrap. So what we do on Let's Talk About It, at the end of every interview, I ask to give the audience, anybody who's looking at you, looking to be in your shoes in the future, or currently in your shoes and looking to be better at their brand, look to the camera, and 10 seconds, you give them any advice that you have for the industry, good or bad.
And I only have 10 seconds.
You got 10 seconds, and it starts now.
Okay, so from my point of view, I feel like you should drink your water, focus on yourself, stay in your lane, and don't try me. Just kidding. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Oh,
3. You got 3 seconds.
Believe in yourself.